Welcome to Skol Chat with Skoda. We are a chat group created by four guys who are a blended family, not only through the traditional familial means, but also for the love of the game, specifically for our favorite team, the Minnesota Vikings. We won't claim to be professionals, nor will we cover a lot of stats unless it is specific to the topics we'll be discussing. We are just four fans who get together to basically discuss all aspects of the team, from games, training, releases, signings, and the overall organization itself. Our name is derived from two of us who currently reside in Minnesota, and two of whom reside deep within Packer territory. This is not our livelihood, as we, like many of you, have busy lives, and what we hope to obtain are additions to our blended family by having you become a part of it. We have room to add a couple of you at a time during our airings and would like you to join us in our chat. As with any family, there will be happy times and sad times to be discussed and experienced. Although the game may only last a season, the desire for the game and the team is year-long. If you want to join us, please hit the subscribe button, follow us on YouTube, and give us either a thumbs up or a thumbs down, depending on your experience, and leave us a comment. If you'd like to join us during the show, contact us at the email link provided below.
Welcome to Skol Chat 22. This week we're going to talk about the fantastic game the Vikings played against the Packers this past weekend. We'll take a look forward to the Seahawks, and then we'll also look at the previous week's action in the NFC North. And with that, let's get started. You were saying you have some names you want to call out on other pontificators who follow the Vikings. Are what are those names?
I don't know their names. It's just some of the ones that I came across supposedly say breaking news, and they have what the news is, the title of it. And I go to it and it's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. So if you see those on Facebook and sometimes they're on YouTube, those are just AI generated, just like made up like stories. They're not real.
Well, the couple of them I know it's real guys, because you can kind of
I thought you were
tell
talking about those videos that like because you can tell there's an AI narrator and it's like saying like some complete out there kind of like the Vikings traded Justin Jefferson today. They got only one first round pick, that type of stuff. Yeah. There's some videos out there like that.
Yeah. But I'm talking about actual person talking and, going through the different stages and whatever, and I have problems with them type of, because you think, when you see it, like on YouTube, breaking news and all that, then you got this guy in front of the camera talking about, this and that, or the Vikings looking for a trade partner for Jefferson before he signed his extension and whatever. And true, other teams will be calling, see if the Vikings are willing or interested in trading Jefferson. That goes on every day. But when they say it's breaking news that this and this, and make it like, the Vikings, whatever, it's, I don't know, all speculation, but they make it like it's actually going on. You follow what I'm saying?
They're clickbaiting you to click on the video. And then also, they want views. They clickbait for the views, and then they say outlandish things. That's nothing new in sports. What's that guy's name? Skip Bayless has been doing it for years.
Yeah.
But, it is different when it's local. Although, remember back in the day when Chris Pillman was like, oh, no, we're not trading Percy Harvin. Not at all. We're not, because there was reports that they were looking for trade partners. And what happened? They traded Percy Harvin. So, if there's smoke, there's fire. And like you said, I'm sure at some point they might have traded or fielded trade calls for, to see what they could get. Why not kick some tires, Well, 4 or 5. Look what the Dallas Cowboys did. They created a dynasty off of us trading for Herschel Walker.
Yeah. Well, hopefully our general manager wasn't at I can't remember the manager back then when they did that Herschel Walker trade and whatever. And
I think it was, what year was that? Was that in 89? No, 90, 91, one of those years.
I think it was wasn't it late 80s? Because
no, it was, I can look it up. I don't know if we want to, but they thought they were a piece away from making a Super Bowl run. It's just kind of like we thought we were a quarterback away from making a Super Bowl run before we signed Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Well, I can remember Walker was back for the kickoff, and boy, he was really hauling in. He lost one of his
It was 89. And he did score a touchdown in his first game.
yeah.
The weird thing with that, and we can go back and I'd say it's 2020. We're talking about how many years ago, but they didn't treat him like a franchise running back. They had a running back by committee, and you can't get Herschel Walker 15 carries. I mean, they're giving Aaron Jones right now 15 carries a game, and they're calling it good. But that was a different time. That was when they were running the ball 40 times a game. So let's move on, though. We can move on to talk about the Packers game, and it was, I'm not sure if it's backwards, but it was a dumpster fire.
Yes, it was.
So they lost,
So,
and I lost my screen, my spot on it.
I
I mean, they kept it close. The defense did. It was only, they lost 23-6. Could have been worse.
Well, yeah, I got to agree that the offense was, I don't know, out of whack. And yeah, to be honest with you, I think McCarthy just got overwhelmed because, I think he's listening or seeing a lot of this outside noise about him and that, and he was trying too hard. Then what I mean was by trying too hard, he was overthinking everything. He wasn't doing anything naturally. He was trying to, and yeah, I think the kid's overwhelmed and trying to, because every defense they face is different. Granted, they're same principles and that, but I'll bet you 2-1 that McCarthy got thrown off or confused, besides trying to think about his mechanics and what this and that. The Packers came up with a different defensive game plan than what the Vikings been watching for the last 2-3 weeks on them, And there've been a couple times in the past games where it came out that they did, like the defense, the opponent did something different. It was way, what I'm saying is way off to something else, I know the teams do that, but I mean, they got some tendencies of doing the same thing, which you can be prepared for. But I think the bottom line is, it seemed like these guys got rocks thrown at them from all direction, and it confused them all, mainly McCarthy. That's my point of view.
Well, I mean, it's any team's going to have a game plan. They're going to create a game plan. This is how we're going to attack this team. This is our plan we're going to blitz them a lot. We're going to play coverage. We're going to play zone coverage because he can't read the defense anyways. But that's what mid-game adjustments are for. You got to be able to adjust on the fly.
Yeah, that's why we started actually running the ball. You know what I mean? They started running the ball a lot more.
Well, after that punt muff where Vikings lost the punt down there close to the goal line, when the Packers scored again, well, then, McConnell, got to turn around and got to try to get some plays in there. And, yeah, so it was an overall disaster.
That's another, that was it. Muff, but it wasn't a muff punt. It's just not having any awareness. You don't let the punt go and then turn around and not pay attention to it. You look at the punt, you yell for everybody to get away from it. So, I mean, that's 2 weeks in a row that Price, it's a Price? Yeah, Price has made, a big errors. I mean, he's exciting when he gets the ball and does make some good plays, but then he's a rookie. I mean, you can see that, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But after that muff, I mean, you could tell the game was over.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Of course, O'Connell, we gotta get these 2 touchdowns catch up, and so in order to get the yardage,
3rd and 1, you're gonna do a tight end.
Yeah.
Again, remember what I say. He tries to overthink everything. Just run the ball.
Yeah.
Just run the ball.
We all agree.
I knew they had 2 downs.
I know that we didn't get shut out, but had we not had the kicker that we have, probably would have.
He was fantastic, I tell you.
Yeah, he's very good. But I'm just
Oh,
saying for the instance that he could kick those 2 field goals, we've had plenty of kickers where we would have made it.
Right. Obvious. Oh, in fact, he's the got the record of having 4 59-yarders in one season. So
Yeah, I mean, he is
awesome.
a weapon, and all you need to do is get to the 35-yard line, 40-yard line, and he can make them. So, I mean, which we've known they've had games where all they kick is field goals, but
well,
that's
the last one there, the one he went 59 yards there. In fact, they were discussing it because during a warm up, the furthest was kicking it was 55. And then the wind was blowing, and Daniels said that the end zone was where they come out of the tunnel, and they were getting blasted by the air coming from that direction. And anyways, it was kind of like, okay, do we go for it? Dan O'Connell said, yeah, let's go for it. So, because otherwise it probably wouldn't have, they would have punted or something, so. But yeah, that I agree. They were running the ball good. They should have just given it to Mason. Nothing else. Have Ham in there. And if they want to do trick plays, get what's his name, the other tight end, or even Hawkinson, get in there and help block and open up for that 1-yarder.
it wasn't even a tush push. It was just a normal tight end sneak. I mean, it wasn't, so I don't know.
Well,
There's
the first one was they tried a quarterback sneak and they didn't get it. That's when they did the Hawkinson. It was the play after that.
Well, they tried to run it on 4th down and missed it with Mason.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, even the defense, I mean, how many yards do they leave out on the field where they just let them, nobody arm tackles? I mean, there's so many times where I've seen it this year and they held them in points and they hold them from scoring touchdowns, but there's a ton of times where they're giving up yards by just not bringing the player down.
Yep.
And there'll be 4 or 5 Vikings around them. And it's just like, and of course, you see Harrison Smith doing the same thing. And I don't know why he's making, I mean, if this is his last year, why is he making business decisions? I don't know, not form tackling and not, just trying to put arms in their shoulders. But anything else from the game?
No, it was, like you said, a dumpster fire. It was, geez, I tell you what, you would think this house with 2 bars with a bunch of drunken sailors and Army and Marines, and there's just a cussing and a swearing, so that's the way I was.
I thought it was going to turn out way better.
Very, very aggravating.
I was hoping.
I didn't think we could, like I said earlier, I didn't think we could go worse. Yeah. I mean, we can only hope that it's just up from here because I don't. You already hit the bottom of the barrel looking through it.
I mean, it looks like not even functional. It's not even a functional offense, other than the glimpses of being able to run the ball and not sticking with it as much as you should. I mean,
we need more.
Well, again, even O'Connell, I was watching this with Paul Allen on that X and O's, and he commented about, had a couple negative runs there, so that's when he went to passing. Maybe try it again. You might break out 20.
Now you can have.
We have.
That's what I was just going to say. How many negative passes do you see? So it doesn't work the same way, the other way, does it?
Not very well,
And I think it's just the whole structure of the offense. I just starting to question, like I said, does KOC just smell his own farts and thinks what he's calling or his play design is going to work, regardless of the defense they're playing, the quarterback they have? I mean, I don't see very many play action passes rolling him out of the pocket, so he only has to read one half of the field.
No,
I mean, you don't see much of that. You see, which again,
staying in the pocket, whatever, unless
pocket awareness, where we saw he had a pocket awareness to begin with. The first game of the season against the Bears, and I was looking forward to seeing him improve, and it's just it's worse. He just stands like a statue.
Yeah.
And I mean, and then it's just the offensive line maybe didn't play the best. They had 2 players leave, Darisaw and guard, on a blank.
What's his name? Jordan?
Donovan Jackson, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're really...
Well, it had those 2 guys, but even before that, it's like, well, there was one play where Ryan Kelly got more or less bull rush. Well, in fact, that's when where they were doing center to quarterback hike, and something happened there, and somebody said it was because whoever was right in front of Kelly, you would pay more attention to that than trying to get the ball to McCarthy. Then I heard something about getting stepped on. So I don't.
When you got bull rush, like by Micah Parsons when they were in the end zone, and JJ barely got out of the end zone, I'm pretty sure that's where he got concussed, was on that play. I don't know.
There was one play, wasn't it, where McCarthy got laid out and wasn't it O'Neal or whatever came over and helped him up?
Yeah, Hodgson picked him up, yeah.
And then he looked like he was kind of went back to the goal, and it seemed like, yeah. But anyways, let's move on to aggravating about repeating aggravation of Sunday.
We were just getting.
Yeah, at least it's not a noon game, so they play out in Seattle, and I don't know, have I talked about this? Like, maybe we talked about when we were going over the schedule. Why do we always play in Seattle every single year? We've never played Seattle since 2009 at home, I think. Oh, well, the last time we hosted them for a playoff game back at the bank, and that's when Blair Walsh missed his field goal.
Yeah. That was a playoff game, wasn't it? Yeah.
I don't think it was a decent game.
No, yeah, it seemed like every year going out there. I think this would be about the 5th or 6th year, isn't it, in a row?
I'd say it's longer than that. We used to go with them when Harvard was playing for them.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Why out there? When was the last time the Seahawks came to Minnesota?
I think it was just the playoff game.
Yeah, Joe was saying 2009.
In 2009, they played them at home, but
I know what it is. The owner of the team says, don't want to be in Minnesota, especially when it's December, So, yeah.
Yeah, well, that don't fit to work because we don't get to say that. We go play the Packers in Chicago in January.
Well, it all depends, That's different. At least they change it up, like, when the Vikings play, the Packers and the Bears, because they switch up like every other year or every other year. Yeah, every other year. It seemed like they switch them around,
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't understand why it is the hang up that we have to go to Seattle.
I don't know, maybe because they think it's warmer.
Allegedly, in 2021, they played the Seahawks at home. I don't recall that at all.
Must have been a bad game. I don't remember either.
30-17, the Vikings did.
Damn it. Why don't I remember that? What year was that? 21? That's just 4 years in a row.
Well, no, it's a lot. I mean, then I guess 2015 is the last time before other than the.
So every 6 years.
But, I mean, 2024, they were in Seahawks. 2020, they played at the Seahawks. 2019, they played at the Seahawks. 2018, they played at the Seahawks. Anyway, it's one time out of how many? Every 6
years.
Yeah.
They come to us once every 6 years.
Must have been part of the deal.
But it is the Sam Darnold show then, called the Red Rocket. The Red Rocket's coming. We're going to see the Red Rocket. So if JJ would have played, there'd be even more of a build-up about, the Vikings' old quarterback and the new quarterback playing against each other. We get to see Max Brosmer play.
Well,
Max. That's Reese. This is Max Brosmer. I was looking for pictures, and I don't know, I came across that one. I'm like, wait, that looks like the kid from Malcolm in the Middle.
Anyways, going back to the quarterback situation, today's conference was that McCarthy was there at practice. He was doing individual workout. That's, whatever, throwing the ball and whatever. So going to see how it goes tomorrow and Friday. But yeah, Max is getting all the first team reps. So we'll see how it pans out. And I'll be honest with you guys, from the way everybody talks about Max, well, I like to see how he fares,
Yeah.
Being a rookie too, it's like, but I was watching conference with Phillips, and he was saying that the comment was saying that everybody says he could take in all seeing the field and take it all in so fast and whatever. Said that he was really fast doing that, and sometimes he was a split second or whatever too fast, so they told him to kind of slow down his progression, because it goes so fast, and then, the ball comes out too early or whatever because of his, So they had to kind of slow him down, calm him down a little bit,
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll see if he plays and see how he fares. Again, that Seahawk defense, I guess what I'm hearing, they're pretty nasty. So
Front four again.
well, look at the Packers through the front four, and the O-line, some of them, they couldn't hold them back. And there were times, I know somebody's going to say, well, McCarthy held on to the ball too long, but I've seen it where it was just like that, like Parson was right in his face, wrapping him up. So,
well, it was difficult in the second half because a lot of the times they were in for sure pass. I mean, it was 3rd and 13, third. I mean, so they were gearing up and they knew it was going to be a pass, so they just went after it. I mean, first half it wasn't too bad. I mean, I know you said that like Brosmer, the Bro Show is it's his rookie year, but he's a 5th-year senior, so he's played a lot more football than JJ has.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Max probably might do it. I'm hoping we win the game, and and that's what I've been trying to get at about these other guys that came in the same time McCarthy. The thing is, Penix, he played like 5-6 years. And then Jaden Daniels played for 4 or 5 years, because I think Daniels and Penix are the 2 oldest quarterback, right? Or did Bo Nix, is he an older one as well?
Like when he was drafted, or because those guys were drafted a couple of years ago, are in the same year. You're saying the same draft class as JJ,
right?
Okay. Yeah, I
guys
know.
Been in, like you said about Max, played 5 years in college. McCarthy, 3 years, only 22 years old compared to 23, 24, 25, So that's my argument. And that's what I'm saying. What do you expect with the kid? Yeah, high school and wherever that school he went to during the COVID, and then Michigan, but it just happened that way. He's got the arm talent in that. It's just that he's too slow at processing everything, and what you expect out of a kid. That's just like throwing Thomas out there to play.
He should not have put himself in the draft.
Well, he should have stayed one more year, but
Well, I think didn't his coach left, right?
Well, Harbaugh left, and so
I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I mean, I just want the Vikings to win, and I want the best team to be on the field. And just like when they drafted Christian Ponder, we have to play him. We drafted him number 12. He has to play. And I would say, like, that one year they made it to playoffs by beating the Packers, and they had to go to Lambeau, but he couldn't play because he hurt his arm. So they had to start Joe Webb, and that was, I remember
that.
Game watching Joe Webb, watching JJ last Sunday was kind of like watching that Joe Webb.
Yeah.
So it wasn't functional. It wasn't. So I'm hoping, and that's all I want, is the Vikings to have a functional offense. And then
Yeah.
we'll see, okay, what was the cause of it, or what is the cause of it? Because something tells me it's more than just who's playing quarterback.
Yeah, that's what, it's, and even the players, yeah, Jefferson, Aaron Jones. And if you talk to, or if you hear of the other players when they're asked, and they're all saying that not all of them at the same time. The other 10 of them, not all of them are doing what they're supposed to do or should be doing or whatever in order to help the team as well as helping the young quarterback. They're not doing their job to the fullest. And that's what I've been hearing from the players. I've been hearing that from the coaches, O'Connell, Phillips, and also, like I said, from Daniels, special team coordinator, saying the same thing. And then, of course, they're thrown out. Well, like, what's its name of being a rookie, So, yeah, well, then he admitted, got to do it, try to get it across, make it a little simpler for them so they're not thinking so much. Well, they can play fast instead of thinking everything out, trying to do it, But anyway, the bottom line is the O-line, tight ends, and even the receivers gotta. The heck is that noise in the background? Don't you guys hear it?
Like a horn type thing.
That's still the TV. I thought I was hearing a little every once in a while. It's hearing a vibration, but I think it might be the TV. It's
Because the thing is, when we're talking, well, I've been doing most of the talking.
Who's that?
When somebody else starts talking, then pretty soon it's louder. And okay, what did you guys say?
Adding dramatic music to the podcast to make it more dramatic.
Well, get your guitar out and play then.
Nobody wants to hear that. Yeah, you were saying, so it looks like Donovan Jackson probably won't be playing. He didn't practice today. Do you have the injury report?
Yeah, well, it also, but saying hopefully he'll be able to be ready to go. There's whatever, yeah.
So at this point, I'm starting to kind of feel like that, they're at 1% chance of making the playoffs. I kind of feel like, is it 0 now? Well,
yeah.
I feel like,
what is it? 0.3% chance of them even getting to the playoffs, and to win the Super Bowl is 0.
Well, that's mathematically incorrect. That's not the 0. It's impossible to be, because there's always a chance.
Yeah, we're gonna newer that.
How the hell they're gonna do it if they don't make to the playoffs?
Well,
They might have.
You said there's a 0.3% chance of winning the play.
Yeah.
We have
So it should be
0.0003%
chance of winning the Super Bowl. All I was saying is that it's a mathematical impossibility to say it's impossible.
What do you got?
Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Kevin Garnett said that.
Yeah, we had Forrest Gump and Bobby Boucher.
Yeah, there you go.
That's why we needed the water boy.
Some high quality H2O. Run, Forrest, run.
Just gotta tell him somebody said something about his mama.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Foosball's the devil, Bobby. So you have the injury report pulled up.
We throw it back up here. See here. So yeah, Darrison Jackson were the DNPs. Goddard was limited. Let's see here. McCarthy, of course, limited. Metellus was limited. Turner was limited. Jefferson and Smith are rest related. And I can pretty well guarantee that Jefferson was wanting that rest after the way he looked walking out off the field the other day. And then for Seattle, they got the running back Kalani did not practice. Linebacker, I don't even know how to say it. NW did not practice for an ankle. And Ty Okada, safety, didn't practice. Look for that. They're limited was Cooper Cup. Basically, they're resting him. resting one of their wide receiver, the defensive end. Otherwise, they're running back with a problem with their player. So over here, they're doing good.
Yeah, no, it'll be a tough road game, especially with the different quarterback. Like I was saying, I just look at it like the preseason now. I just want to see who's actually going to make plays, who's going to. I mean, hopefully it's not embarrassing.
Yeah, hopefully not. I mean, the last one they
It's
did.
embarrassing.
It was embarrassing.
Trouble.
Yeah,
I mean, 4 yards total in the second half.
At one point, it was -22 in the second half.
Yeah, it was ugly. Which I mean, it technically can get worse. I mean, it could be worse. It could be like, was it Nathan Peterman, the quarterback for the Bills, that threw 5 interceptions in the first half a few years ago? I mean, it could be that bad.
they had first
Is Max
visitor-
Roseberry gonna say, "Hold my beer, watch this"?
and our
You
first
thought
visitor-
You thought 34 QBR is bad. Watch this.
Well, the thing is, there's always getting skunked, like what really be embarrassing. What year was it? It was back when didn't the Cowboys come to Bank Stadium and blew out the Vikings?
I mean, I think that was 2017 when they made it to the championship game. There was like 2 games that year where they got steamrolled.
Yeah,
I
well,
think the Packers did it one of the games.
but my point is, well, it would really be bad if it's like 44 to nothing, that's bad,
That ain't bad. We were just being nice and letting them win. Where'd you go, Dano?
Did he rage quit?
What he's doing? He's back.
I was walking away. That was just like I turned the game off early. I
Oh.
walked away. I said, heck with it.
Was it Herm Edwards? You play to win the game. You play to win the game. Or was it Herm Edwards? I think it was.
I just don't know what they told him at halftime.
Yeah.
Go out there and do a lot worse than you even did this first half.
No, they had it all planned out, and the defense held up on their deal coming out in the second half. They stopped the Packers.
That if you get anything over 5 yards the second half, none of you getting a paycheck or what?
Oh, boy, that'd be a good one to threaten to subtract what they get paid for the game. Sorry, fellas, you're not going to get paid this week. Boy, you've been lying.
Sold 10,000 less hot dogs and beers this time.
I wonder if anyone actually got fired. I'm not talking about the coaches. I'm talking about players. You're fired.
That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
Boy, that would be like, I would like to be the one that says, you're fired.
That used to be Trump.
I don't care if it was
On The
piss on
Apprentice.
him. I'm talking about me.
You're fired. They could be like Vontae Davis. He retired at halftime of an NFL game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If a player can retire at halftime, why can't they be fired at halftime? You're fired.
Can't
You
fire
find
me.
your own way home.
Because their contract got signed when they really wanted them, and they let them put some stupid crap in there. They're getting paid whether it happens or not.
There was a player that got cut at halftime in a preseason game.
Oh, geez, I'm talking about the season, man.
Well, I was saying, like, the Saints cut a receiver at halftime of a. It's like in baseball, they trade players, during the game. So we have to finish playing the game and then they're traded. But yeah, no, I mean, some of the players for the Vikings should have maybe told the coach to put somebody else in.
Well, the thing is, okay, there's not anybody left on the O-line.
I
We
would
don't want
say-
that one guy in there that tackled that been playing for. He should be fired.
I thought they learned their lesson the last time Darrisaw wasn't able to play. Wait, because Brandel played, or who played? It was Brandel. So, but he was playing
Brandel
center,
played
so he got to
center.
play tackle. Yeah.
Yeah, they switched. They took him out. But soon, wasn't it O'Neal when he got hurt? Brandel went to the right side, and they put Skol in, taking.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like then we Then when I even that was when we were talking, like it wasn't going to be Skol again. I thought they were going to play Walter Rouse at tackle instead of Skol. So I mean, I would never put that guy in there ever again. Talk about somebody who should be cut at halftime.
Well, that's what I said. You're fired.
All right. Well, I think we talked enough. I mean, the Seahawks, they have a pretty good offense. Kenneth Walker is the running back. Some people are like saying their receiver,
Yeah, he's
those
a top
fancy-
receiver in the NFL this year.
Yeah, some people are saying he's like in the offensive MVP or in talks for that, or even
Well, like Jefferson, that one season was awarded the Offense Player of the Year or something like that. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, he already has 1,300 yards at this point in the season, so
That's pretty good. We should sign him out.
I was thinking on our predictions here, I think we ought to have another deal, How should I put it? Now, right now it's not ethical. Who's going to win the game?
What,
And
you're not
it
picking the
doesn't
Vikings?
It doesn't matter who wins the game. If you use that, you still get a point because, yeah.
What is that from Billy Madison? Everyone is now dumber from hearing that. What did you say? I didn't. What did you say?
Have it in there with if we choose I can't think of the exact word for it. It's not a tie, but it's not a forfeit, but maybe use not apical.
Oh, and we all get we all get points. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, if we go that route, it doesn't matter who wins. We still get a point for it because not apical,
Oh, that's
For strategery reasons, I would pick not apical so I could score a point regardless. I think we're all going that, right?
we all probably do it,
No one talked. Tom, you're supposed to pick the Bears.
I would just, you guys go ahead.
You pick.
No, one of you guys start off. I'm going to be last this week. I started off last week. Now, you guys start. I'm the last turkey.
I made you go first every week.
Well, I'm changing it.
I'm gonna say the Vikings, I believe, are gonna lose this one. If say Rosmer goes out there and does perform, pretty decently, they're still not meshed together enough with he's still not meshed together enough with the prime players. It's that at the Seahawks, and they've been doing very good this year. So I'm hoping that we're competitive in it. They base upon our current thing. Go 33 bucks.
they make push it. They're on.
What are you doing? Looking up what the past
With 13 bites.
33 Seahawks and what, 13 for the Vikings?
Yep.
Holy shit, that's almost embarrassing.
They scored more than 6 points, though.
Yeah.
A touchdown there.
We'll have more than 4 net yards by the end.
Okay, Tom, since you're in the same room,
Boy, you don't want to hear this, Dan. I'll take a seat.
I'm glad I'm sitting down.
I'd like you to stand up for this.
Okay.
Don't make me stand up.
You disappeared.
Yeah, it disappeared.
Yes, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
Well, you going to look it up too, what the past score's been with for the Seahawks?
No,
What
I'm
they
just
won?
doing it. It's gonna be 21 Seahawks. It's gonna be 9 the Vikings.
What is the Seahawks?
21.
21? 9?
Yeah.
3 field goals.
Oh, it's possible.
Get that or a touchdown and 2-point conversion. Sounded
You want me to go?
Yeah.
I'm going 17 Vikings, 27 Seahawks.
That's it up there.
I think they'll score. I mean, if it's an NFL offense that we see on the field, they should be able to score points.
Hope so. I mean, I thought that the last game too for the Packers.
And I mean,
That's right. You were thinking too.
but here's the thing, though. The defense, I mean, they saw Sam Darnold. they saw what really he can't perform if he gets pressure. So, I mean,
They can, but like you said, I think it is a lot of overthinking. Like they literally overthink it so much that they're trying to force what they actually want to happen, and it just ends up worse.
yeah, I just think the Vikings they're going to try to mimic what the defenses did to Sam Darnold last year against the Rams and against the Lions. They're just going to try to get pressure quick up the middle, and I think there'll be a closer game than we think it's going to be. Hopefully, yeah. 17-27, Ducks still win.
All right, Dan, you're going to be the game changer here.
I'm a Pankin.
We had all.
I was paying too much attention to you guys.
You got sidetracked.
Yeah, I would.
You got double past tense.
Yeah, you know what? This is the worst or the biggest. What is it? I think is 10.5.
Spread or not spread? Yeah, they're favored by 10.5 points. The Seahawks.
Not the Seahawks. Whatever you call it.
Yeah, it would be great to be able to screw everybody.
Are you looking up the previous Seahawks scores too? You looked at the points spread.
Well, I heard that. I wasn't looking it up. I heard it. Anyway, I heard it.
Okay.
All right. Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings gonna pull it off by 1 point. So I'm trying to figure out what the score would be where the Vikings end up able to get
Sounds like a game-winning field goal, doesn't it? I mean, in my mind, that's like a 24-23 type of score.
Sounds good to me. 23.
28-29 is better, or 29-28.
I like 23 better.
It's a good even round numbers.
I like to throw oddballs in there once in a while, you know.
I mean, I hope they win. It's the NFL. Crazier things have happened.
Hey,
I mean,
I'm a diehard. I don't care. Yeah. That's why it's not ethical. So
it's like the Seahawks trading for Matt Flynn, drafting Russell Wilson, and starting Russell Wilson instead of Matt Flynn. So the Brosmer wins the game. He's going to fulfill the Brock Purdy prophecy that everybody's talking about.
Yeah, I don't think so. They're already determined to play.
JJ isn't your son, Dad. I am. Thou dost protest too much. All right. I'm joking. I really am your son, though.
Anyways, what's the results from last week?
Well, yeah.
We got to round up.
Yeah, the Bears. So I was missing. I mean, I was not informed at all. I didn't know that Bird Bones Rogers wasn't going to play against the Bears.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
But the Bears what were we going to say?
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I thought he was going to.
I heard something about he was hurt. We all lost that one, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, no, we didn't. Huh? Somebody didn't. Somebody didn't.
Oh, who was that?
Oh, guess. Guess who that was? No, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's your first guess. You got it right on your first guess. I would have never guessed it.
Lucky Tom. Yeah.
I even showed up, too.
You did your job, though. You didn't go to Green Bay and kick all them players in the knee.
I tried to. They were too tall. They didn't borrow me no step stool.
Well, it was dark in there, so he just started kicking, and he must have kicked the Vikings offensive lineman.
Yeah, I bet you that's what happened. He was in the wrong locker room, damn it.
His daughter trying to get the W. Remember that thing where he's doing this and sucking on his fingers? Yeah, Lions won. Of course, the Packers won. So, points.
My goodness.
Holy smokes.
Tom was the only one to get more than 1 point. He got 2 points, I believe, because we all picked the Lions to beat the Giants, and Tom was the only one to pick the Bears to win. So him and I are tied again, and then
that's where that not ethical.
I just want to add this on there. So this is going to be somebody eating.
Yeah, having a slothy that's going to take them forever.
It looks like he's eating them pretty quickly. Yep. So that's who's leading. Get to do the rest of the predictions, though. So we have the Packers and the Lions. The Packers get to travel to Detroit.
Tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to have to watch that.
Yeah, tomorrow on Turkey Day. Yeah.
I think it's going to be the Lions.
You know what, Tom? Since you were right about the Bears, I'll go right along with you, the Lions.
If this happens, Dano, I deserve an extra point because I got not only am I trying to be a leader, I also got a follower to go with me.
I'll say it's going to be the Lions. 1, it's at home, and 2, the Packers are going to come in there all a big ego from last week.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we beat the Vikings.
Who hasn't really?
Well, they're gonna come back or think that way because the Vikings beat the Lions, So yeah. So what do you say, Joe?
I think the Lions will win.
Nice.
Set of 4. And the Bears are playing Friday, November 28th, Black Friday.
Wow.
I've never seen that in all my years.
And they're playing the Eagles. I got to go with the Eagles on that.
The who? The Eagle? So you're going with who?
Eagles.
Do you want him to change his answer? Well, who'd you pick?
Tom said the Bears.
Oh my gosh.
That's a surprise.
Would have never thunk it. Who you picking, Fosher?
What are the Bears right now?
I'm gonna take the Eagles.
Yeah, I still think the Bears are frauds.
I don't know. I think the Bears is Tom's second home. I tell you.
I mean, if there was any other team in the NFC North to make the playoffs, I would cheer for the Bears because they haven't won in how long since they had Jay Cutler?
Yeah.
It's the last time.
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to remember last time. I don't
Sure.
care. I don't care. I want them to lose.
I don't give a damn. I suffer. Everyone suffers. So I guess
Good teams would be the day they won, anyways.
that's what we should do. Pretend like other teams. Think you're on something.
Too many soldiers in this car.
Are you trying to see if Joel's your son or not, or what? Now?
There's a slight resemblance.
He was thinking he sees a bunch of jackasses, but he better take his glasses off to confirm.
Dude,
You say, fellas? What's his name? McDoo or whatever? That cartoon, the guy blind, can't see,
Mr.
Yeah,
Magoo.
go. He was a lucky sucker.
Didn't Leslie Nielsen play him in a live action movie?
Yeah.
He did. R.I.P. Well, any final thoughts?
No, I think we got it covered for this week, guys.
Max plays. I hope he, shows us what he's got. If he does terrible, then we'll know that it's the entire team.
So we'll have that going for us.
So how does a person get I've been hearing other podcasts about the all 20, what is all 21 or all 20?
Yeah, you got to get the NFL.
Yeah, NFL Plus has it.
You got to pay for everything nowadays.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing in this world's for free.
Well, I can remember when I was a kid, walked in some stores that occasionally they hand out a free sucker. They were doing that so
They're trying to
I figured this
they're trying to get you hooked on the candy.
Oh boy, I can remember. I must have only been like 4 or 5. I walked in the V store in Spring Valley. Yeah, I went in there. I didn't know any better. I ended up shoplifting, and what sucks was a relative was working there, and I didn't know the lady, and I walked out of the store with the candy bar. I heard her holler my name. I go, "Oh, you know my name?"
I thought all of it was free.
Yeah.
You said this was the general store?
It was the B store at the time.
Tied up to the hitching post outside and walked in.
Oh, that was right after they removed the hitching post.
Drove your Model T. Yeah.
I think it was Model A. But anyways, I don't care. It was one of them. No, actually, it was walking.
It was back when you could afford an automobile on one income. All right, yeah. I'm on the same note there. Hope the Vikings actually come to play.
Hopefully. I'm hoping so.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping I'm right. I hope I'm right on all my predictions, and you guys made the bad choice. Well, it's kind of hard because I've been in agreement with John and Joe. I don't know. For some reason, I got to disagree with Tom. I don't know what it is.
I'm disagreeing with everyone else.
That's right. That's true. That's true.
Here, and I have a spoon. Like most.
Totally in one direction. He kicks it back the other way.
What's in the pot?
Are you sure it's in the pot? It's not out of the oven? Brownies? Yeah, man.
We're in the pot. He's got the spoon to stir it. He wants to get to go the other direction. He puts that stops, starts going the other way. It screws everything all up.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be sharing space cakes with everyone. But no, if you're right, Dad, you'll never hear the end of it. Wait, we'll never hear the end of it.
I'm not a bragger.
Over the head between the knees?
Hell, I'm I'm in the lead, man. All right, yeah.
Slow down. You're in the lead by a point.
Ooh, tight. I
I'm
don't know.
within sniffing distance.
Close. Yeah, real close. I got to pull some real good ones here in the
I might
next
have
few
to
weeks.
start picking the Bears soon.
I don't know. Tom, do you have inside sources there?
No,
It's Magic 8 Ball.
Yeah. Are you a bookie?
no.
You want me? Should I break his knees, boss?
Probably would have played it.
Could be rolling in the dough. All right. Think that'll put a bow on this one.
Alrighty.
Well, it's
Yeah.
good seeing you guys.
Yeah, you know.
I
Just
gotta
have
do
a
the
happy
outro
quick.
quick. I gotta do the. Okay, I'll do.
Oh.
I'll. If you like what you see here, subscribe. If you want to join us for an episode, how did I say that? Episode.
Pathol.
Josh. Email us at skolchatwiscota@gmail.com. It'll be in the description below. Also, give us a thumbs up, a comment. Just do something.
Yeah, well, folks, try to get you guys to watch our podcast. We're goofy, we're nuts, and join the fun. Skol Vikings.
Vikings, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Win the game.